Hi friends, let's understand how we can add 6 months or 8 months in a particular date. Okay, so the purpose of this video to help you to understand, like, this is my current date. How can we get the future date after 6 months or after 8 months or after 12 months or after 1 year or 2 years? Okay, so let's see an example here. The first example would be like I wanted to add 6 months to this date. So how can we do this? What formula we can use it? So we have a formula called date. We'll use date and then we'll say year, and then we will have this comma month, this bracket plus 6 months. I wanted to add 6 months into this particular date. You can have changed to 8 months as well, but let's go for 6 months. And then we have say day comma this. So now I got this. This is one like adding 6 months. So if I wanted to add an year, how should we do that? So date, again we have to use year, this plus 1 year I wanted to add it, and then I will have the same month. I will say month. I will say this comma day. We'll get this date. Now here I just wanted to add another date. Another example here. You can see date. So here I'll say year and then serial number comma month this plus 6 months and then comes our day. Here you will see the year change after adding it. Okay, so you can see that here we have the higher date as 13th August 80, but you got the completion date of 13th February 2019. So this is the way how we can get the completion date based on the higher date. Now in another example, so what happens in another example is generally most of the people get the data from some server or like some SAP tool or any kind of tool. So the data, the date format should be like the date format will be like in this format, dot format or slash format or any other format. Okay. So this is not an appropriate date format. This is something like a text format. So now how we are going to convert this into a date format? Okay. So I'll tell you the way how we can do it. So let me see. I'll just copy this to make sure that we don't lose the column A. Okay. And then what I'll do here is I'll go to data and text to columns. I'll say next. I'll say I have dot here. I'll put dot and then I'll say next and I'll say finish. So this is in a date format, so I'll just convert this into a number format. I'll press Ctrl 1 to go for the format and I'll say general OK. Now this would be your day, this would be your month, this would be your year now. So all these things we have in a separate column. Now I wanted to club it together, so I will use actual date here. So I'll just say a date here, date. So select your year, this is my year, this is my month, and this is my day. So this is what we got is an actual date. Now after this, for all the employees, I wanted to have 6 month provision. So I'll say completion date. Completion date. Okay. So now here I'm going to say here date, and then I'll say year, then the serial number plus month. So I'm saying complete provision period is for 6 months. So I'll just say this plus 6 comma day. See what we have done the error. Month month this okay. So here we had month and then we had bracket this, put it here. So use this plus 6 comma day, use the serial number and this and just try on that. So this is the actual completion date. So this video will help you to understand how we are going to add 6 months or 8 months or 10 months or 12 months in a particular date and get the future date. That's all friends. Thank you very much.